being Haitian to me is respecting the gift of independence and actually maintaining independence and making those who came before me and after me appreciate what it is to be independent, what it is to seek change, however small, whether it's in one individual, but then to grow that into a community, into an area, into a city, into a country. Being Haitian to me is appreciating that as much as we are the first country, the first Black nation to be free and independent, but not just sit on that feat.
You feel like specials, like there's stuff like you have in your culture, like the other culture like don't have, like you know where you from, like you know your musical special, like we have so many stories, like it's a lot.
A powerful earthquake causes widespread damage and panic in Port-au-Prince, the crowded and impoverished capital city of Haiti, with reports of collapsed buildings and injuries. Well, Haiti, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, has been hit by a major earthquake. The epicenter of the quake was around 10 miles from the capital, Port-au-Prince. The quake measured 7 on the Richter scale, a magnitude which is capable of causing widespread and heavy damage. Eyewitnesses in the city said that buildings shook violently. Then screams were heard as walls started to collapse, burying people under the rubble. One of the buildings affected is said to be a hospital. There are also reports tonight that the presidential palace has been heavily damaged. Roads have been blocked by debris, making rescue missions difficult, and night has now fallen. Reaching the island by phone is increasingly hard, but the BBC did manage to speak late today to 15-year-old Valérie Molière in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Earthquake just happened, and there's 2 to 3 houses that broken down. And there's a lot of people in the street everywhere. Some are wounded, badly wounded. It was a big earthquake. It lasted like 15 seconds, I think. It was very, very bad. I see everybody everywhere. I see 2 broken houses, and many people are walking in front of me, and they have blood all over.
The earthquake, I never experienced like something like that. Like, that's the first thing always comes from my mind. Like every time like something scares me, that's the first thing coming to my mind. I came from school. It was like 2 hours before it happened, and then I was doing my homework when everything just started. And my mom was right next to me. She was on the phone with somebody, and then we just felt like everything like was falling apart, and then we didn't know what was going on. And then there was a house next to us, like they were building a house. So we thought like they were like working on the house. So we were just like, okay, like nothing's happening. So when we heard people screaming, that's when we were like, no, something's wrong. And then like we were trying to like figure out what was going on, and that's when like everything was just like falling apart. Like we were just like all we had to do was just like running. Like yeah, I lost my best friend. Still now, like they still like can't work nothing. Like everything is still on process. Like basically they're not really doing nothing. So it's just like everything's still in process. Like when you go there, you still feel like it's missing something. They can't really help because they don't have nothing. Like they're just doing everything with their hand, like trying to. They can't really help. Like they don't have that much stuff to help.
So as much as they want to be discouraged, there's still a sense of, well, I know there must be something better on the other side. So there's always that strive with our parents or with our families or with kids that, you know what, I still want to try to see if there's something better that's better than my circumstances are giving.
Houses like they could like that, they didn't like break them down. Like I'm pretty sure there's still people under them. Like yeah, there's a lot going on. Stuff like they could have done like a a long time ago.
You know, to be fair, obviously this is affected in a negative way because there's not a structure, there's not a significant turnaround when it comes to these tragedies before them, whether it's the citizenry or even people who own their businesses. So there's not a structure that's in place to deal with that. So we know, for example, if we go to any of our states here, there's the government is called on and they respond. We have first responders that actually respond to these issues that come up for us. As opposed to when you're Haiti, you're basically left to your own devices to make a way, you know, to retrieve somebody from a fallen home, to retrieve somebody from a fallen tree. So the people themselves are very proactive in getting themselves out of tough situations. So they're not relying on a government that's disappointed for far too long to expect or to wait for the government to do something for them. So they're self-reliant in that respect. So yearly, I take a trip to Haiti, and we have a school that we opened there about 10 years ago that services 3-year-olds and 21-year-olds. So in French, it's kind of hard to translate in English, but in French it's called Institution Mixte de l'Uni. So as the title suggests, it's a mixed school of both boys and girls, so it's a co-ed school. This was formed between my parents and I. So once they retired many moons ago, they decided they didn't just want to just sit there and just wait their retirement and wait until their old age. They basically wanted to give something back in a neighborhood that, though they did not grow up there, but being Haitian descendants and Haitians, they said, you know what, we're not going to retire and stay in the States, we're going to go back home and do something productive in our later years. And so that's how that dream, which was a conversation, became a reality for them.
Like in my community, because my mom is a nurse there, so like if they like need help and do stuff, like I just go like help them and stuff like that, like help people like if they're like taking, because sometimes like they have doctors coming like for free, and like yeah, so I help like take notes, like take the name of the people, like take them to the doctor, like especially old people, stuff like that. I just feel like so many people do, they're like, oh, I'm doing this for Haiti, I'm doing that for Haiti, but I need to do like an organization first. Like there's so many organizations, like they could have be like everything together, they could have like get together and do one thing, like spend one money, like trying to do everything. But there's so many like little stuff, like they're just like messing up everything. They're just using like the Haiti word, like I'm doing something for Haiti, and of course like if you heard like they're doing something for Haiti, like everybody's gonna give money, and they're just using it like for the whole stuff. They're not really helping. Because they feel like they're more important thing. Like people think like I'm taking care of my family first. I'm making money like to help my family first. I don't have to worry about other people. Like they're not my family. Like I don't care.
I think it's a matter of the system is so narrated where for so many years the sense of self is borne out more than the sense of a community, that as much as someone would be willing to do for their community, they're knocked down by opposition. So the goodness that a politician will try to do doesn't take root long enough to be sustainable on its own. So it goes back to the younger generation wanting to do different, wanting to do better, that keeps plugging away and saying, you know what I want to do. I'm going to keep pushing for change, or be that change I need to make my country, my community better. Yes, there's a lot that other people can do for Haiti. I'd say, befriend someone who's from the Caribbean, whether they're Haitian or not. Volunteer in churches, volunteer with school, talk to them. I think the issue really is communicating, talking to people who are different from you, who may not speak the same language as you, and see what their needs and what do they want, because until you ask, you're not going to know.
There's like some stuff like that still kind of be missing. Like you can't just like say like I'm going to Haiti and make everything better. Like I feel like if you know like somebody, like let's say like you know somebody from the north, and then they tell you, oh, like the community is, like you can just go like take some notes, like what they need, and then just go like do it yourself. Like you don't have to have like an organization and stuff like that to do it. Like just go with your friend and do something on the community. Like just help a little bit, like as much as you can. Like you know, you can't like just go be like, oh, I'm gonna like make Haiti better, stuff like that, because it's not gonna work. You know?
So ask people who are Haitian. They might not want to tell you, but if they recognize the genuineness in you of wanting to help, they'll open up. You know, and I think that's the most important thing is communicate, engage people in conversation, and eventually they do open up and tell you what they need.